thank you for joining. I appreciate everybody that have joined once again. Any place you're connecting from around the globes. If you are a Biafran, you are from Odudua land, you are from the Middle Belt, you are from any part of the world, as long as you are a freedom lover, you are welcome in this channel. In this channel, we don't come here to talk against people. We don't come here to fight or to play saga. We come here to set the record straight. Say things the way it is. Sometimes in this channel, after saying a lot of things, we come and play videos to confirm what you are saying to be truth. Because most time when we begin to talk without showing videos as an evidence, some people don't seem to understand. Some people think we are telling lies, some think we are ranting, some think we are just making up information. That is why most of the time we add videos to what we are doing to make people understand. Remember, in this platform, we are talking about Biafra, the freedom of the Biafran people. And the Biafra people I'm talking about is the old southeastern region, the present south-south and the southeast with the lower Benue. Any place you are in that old southeastern region where your mothers are tying to piece of wrapper, you are part of this broadcast. Any place you are in Biafra land and your grandmother is tying two pieces of wrapper, you are part of this program. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your language. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter what you believe in. Whoever you are, we are together in this fight. Even if you have chosen to take another part, if you choose to worship anything or be anything you want to be, that is your own personal responsibility for yourself. But the collective interest that every one of us have is the collective interest of fighting for freedom. And when it comes to this issue of freedom, it is not just about the freedom of Biafran people. The freedom of Biafran people is going to be so infectious that it's going to affect the Ududua people. It's going to affect the Middle Belters. It's going to affect even the Northerners. Everybody will be free. That is what we are asking for. When we are asking for freedom, we are not asking for our freedom. We are not asking for our self-determination out of hatred. It is not out of hatred. We are not asking it out of... We are asking for this freedom out of love. Out of love, so that everybody will have a place, a convenient place where they can be able to worship Chukwuka Abiyama in truth and in spirit. The person that is speaking to you here is an Igbo Biafran. I am an Igbo Biafran, and I'm very, very proud to be an Igbo Biafran. If I come back again, if there is a chance to come back to this world again, I will still be an Igbo Biafran. And I'm very proud to be that. A Biafran. That is what I am. And we have our relations. We have our relations everywhere. We have our brothers in the riverine area who are also Biafrans. The same blood is flowing in our vein. You don't determine Biafra by your tribe, by your language, by your religion. You determine Biafra by your location. Everybody that is located in that old southeastern region, and your grandmother is tying two pieces of wrapper. If you don't understand this, look at your grandmother. Look at your mother. How many pieces of wrapper do they tie? This is Biafra land. We are one people. We have one culture. We have one ideology. We have the same food we eat. We almost have the same religion. Everything is similar. Look through every Biafran you will see a picture of yourself in him or her. When you see every Biafran, you look at the Biafran person. It doesn't matter where they are coming from. It doesn't matter their tribe. It doesn't matter their religion. When you see a fellow Biafran, look at them in their face. Anybody from the old southeastern region, you will see a replica of yourself. That is why you must not use your platform to talk against any Biafran tribe. Do not talk against any tribe in Biafra land with your platform. It doesn't matter. Anybody, people can offend you. Offense must be. There are people who are very offensive. There are bad people everywhere. There are good people everywhere. There are bad people in every tribe, in every location, in every religion. There are bad people. When you identify such bad people, call them out by their name. Advise them. Talk to them. Call them out if you can. But by their name. Do not demonize a tribe because of what an individual have done. Do not demonize a tribe because of one single person. If you are doing that, you are not standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And before I go into the main topic, I have to remind you once again that I am here standing for Biafra. I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and I love Biafra. And remember what I tell you, Anybody in his or her platform telling you that he or she hates Biafra and claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is a lie. Those are the deceivers. Anybody, anywhere, it doesn't matter how connected the person is. It doesn't matter how strong the person is. It doesn't matter how popular the person is. It doesn't matter how close you are to the person. And you see somebody who hates Biafra and claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter. They can play the prayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can play the messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can use the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to paint themselves. As long as these people do not love Biafra, they don't love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no way you can hate Biafra and love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is impossible. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, his name is Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Biafra himself. For somebody to open up his mouth, not once, not twice, not thrice, up to date, say it is either Biafra or death, you should know that he is inseparable with Biafra. So if you see anybody trying to separate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Biafra, beware. Run away for your life. Don't fight them. Don't attack them. Don't talk about them. Just walk away from the broadcast. Don't share. Don't comment. Walk away from such broadcasts. You see any platform that is preaching against any Biafran tribe, be it Igbo, be it Efik, be it Ijo, be it Edo people, be it any Biafran tribe, and you see a platform preaching against them, run away for your life. They don't mean well for you. They are people working daily, playing the role of the caliphate in the struggle. There are so many platforms like that. There are so many platforms you go today. I thank Chukwu Okuga about what's happening that today. It is even more clearer now than it is before. Some people were confused. Some people were confused before because it was difficult for them to identify who is who because it was left open. But today, some group have come out openly to declare their stand where they belong. And it is, anybody that is still telling me today that he or she is confused on where to follow, that means you don't know what you are doing. You don't know whom you are following. You don't even know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Neither do you know the Biafra you are talking about. If you see any platform that is not supporting Biafra movement and claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, run for your life. You see a platform preaching hatred, run for your life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is for love. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to preach love and bring love to us. That was his mission. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took the mission of love. That was his assignment he did for almost a decade. He succeeded in uniting the whole people together. Every one of us in the old Southeastern region, we were united together and we begin to see ourselves as people from the same origin, one blood flowing in our vein. But today, the caliphate have once again opened their gear. They have once again triggered that very divide and rule. They have once again penetrated to bring that divide and rule again, but they can't succeed this time around because we are all awake. Today, every one of us, our eyes are open more than it was yesterday. We are very much awake. We are very much awake. And I tell you, do not be ashamed to identify yourself who you are. Do not be ashamed to identify yourself as a Biafran. If you are Igbo Biafran, don't be ashamed to identify yourself as an Igbo Biafran. Do not be ashamed to identify yourself as Efik Biafra. Do not be afraid to identify yourself as Ijo Biafra. Do not be ashamed to identify yourself as Calabar Biafra. Do not be afraid to identify yourself as Edo Biafra. Wherever you are coming from and you're Biafran, be proud to identify yourself whom you are. We are one people, one blood flowing in a vein. Go and check our mode of dressing. The same thing. The same food we eat, the way we cook our food, even the way we marry, almost the same thing. Only little changes, only little differences. They are the same. Look at our faces. Look at our faces, the way we speak, the way we act. We have resemblance in all angles. These are people of the same value. We are the people of the same value. That is why we are one people. Biafran people. And anybody that is bringing division, please run away for your life. They don't mean well. Today you see a lot of blackmail against our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against IPOB. But those blackmail cannot stand. It cannot stand. I have said it time and time again that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer in the caliphate. They have no case to answer in the Zoological Republic. He has no case. But the only weapon they are using against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is delay. They can postpone the case as many times as they want. They will continue to postpone the case. They will continue to adjourn the case. They will continue to extend the case. That is what they continue to do. They tried it in the last court. The lawyers were able to stand their ground. They couldn't walk. when they tried to lower the charges to 6. They wanted to bring the charge to 6. They want to make it charges. And when they bring that charges to 6, the issue of the discussion of bail of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be discussed. It will now be postponed while our lawyers will put a plea. But our lawyers, Chukwu Okabian, was with them and we were able to overcome that. It couldn't hold. But today, I am hearing another rumor that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be postponed. I'm hearing another rumor that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be postponed. I am not surprised. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the hand of Chukwu Okabian. It doesn't matter how they try to postpone it. They can postpone it for a like here. But our Sula Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will definitely be out. He's definitely be out. If the most painful thing is that even our enemy knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out faster than ever. They know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very, very soon. They know. They know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very, very soon. That is why they are acting, fighting on several angles. You see people unveiling their wickedness. People, some of them cannot pretend anymore. They are acting fast to do whatever they think they can do to be able to stop the coming out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But sometimes you see, it's like we, the real Biafrans, it's like we, the original Biafrans, who are Biafrans to the core. It's like some of us don't even believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. Some of us are gripped with fear. It's like they have information more than us. But let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very soon. That is why you are seeing what you are seeing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very soon. That is why you are seeing what you are seeing. He is coming out. That is why you see these people, all these infiltrators, all these Fulani paid agents. They can no longer be patient to wait. They couldn't even wait. Now they are unveiling all their strategies. They are unveiling all their strategies. In all angles, they are unveiling all their strategies. Among the agitators, you see them unveiling a different organization. You see them coming openly to tell you that Biafra can no longer work. They are not for Biafra anymore. Coming openly to declare another nation. While our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who they claim to love and follow, is in the hand of the enemy, serving for Biafra. Still saying it's either Biafra or death. Does that not ring bell to you? That ring bell, let that ring bell to your ear. It is because they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very soon. They are firing their last shot. They are firing their last shot. They can't wait anymore. They can't wait. They can't wait for him to come out. They are firing their last shot. But I'll tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on a special mission and he's coming out as soon as possible. Even the caliphate themselves on their own side, you can see their level of blackmail. Their level of blackmail have increased from one angle to the other. They are increasing their level of blackmail and strategies. They are increasing their level of blackmail. You see them coming with different kind of strategies. When they try to postpone the case in the court, it cannot be able to hold. When that one fails, they now come and bring another excuse and postpone the case. You see the kind of blackmail they are bringing upon ESN and IPOB. You see the kind of mayhem they are causing in the Biafran land on the case of unknown gunmen. I shared a video here, a video on my platform here, a video where they show unknown gunmen. The people they are calling unknown gunmen, the people that are calling unknown gunmen, people who operate on broad daylight, well equipped, well trained. When you see them, you don't need to be told that these people are political talk. Well sponsored, broad daylight, you see them moving around. And their mission is nothing but to destroy life and blackmail the IPOB. Blackmail the people who are genuinely agitating for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is their duty. And they are playing that role. They have now stepped it up by taking the life to create terror and horror in Biafra land. They have stepped it up to blackmail IPOB from all angles. They are not waiting anymore. They are fast. They are fast, moving on a very high speed to make sure that they unveil all the arsenal that they have, because they know that the time is near. That is why I always tell you that Biafra is closer today than it was yesterday. If you don't know it now and prepare yourself. If you have not started preparing, begin to prepare and begin to learn the national anthem of Biafra. Begin to prepare yourself. The time is closer than it was yesterday. That is why they unleash all the kind of all arsenal. Look at their politicians. The politicians you have in Biafra land. If you look at my topic, I said it there. The people that are supposed to, if you want to have peace in Biafra land, if you want to restore security in Biafra land, the people who has that responsibility is the politicians. If the politicians want to Biafra land to be peaceful, it will be peaceful. It is not in the hand of the IPOB. Neither is it in the hand of the ESN or in the hand of the agitators. The people who are making the southeastern part of Nigeria ungovernable is the politicians. When we say it, people think it's just we are making it up or we are blabbing. But they have come most of the time and time again. You see them. Tomorrow I'm going to play some videos for you. Tomorrow I'm going to play some video for you in my program. Tomorrow I will play some videos where you will see politicians by themselves confessing. Chief Security of States Umahi confessed and said it is politically motivated. That every insecurity you see in the Biafra land is politically motivated. Umahi said it with his own mouth. The animal in a Boyi state, in Imo state also said that. Hope Uzodinjo said it also. He wasn't hiding it. He has been saying it even when he goes to Abuja and come and he will still say it. That the insecurity is politically motivated. This is their political war. They are using their political war to distract this Biafra struggle. You see the video I played yesterday. The video I played yesterday, a security officer among them in that caliphate, who is not even a Biafra, was telling you the actual fact of the situation of things. Was telling you the actual fact. And he was advising them that if you want to negotiate or you want to talk to IPOB, you have to be genuine in your discussion. A security officer who has served in very strategic places, including serving in Anambra State, is not a Biafra. He told them, if they want to discuss with IPOB, they have to be sincere about it. And you cannot discuss with IPOB while mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in captivity. It means you are not genuine. That means the discussion is not genuine. If you want to have a meaningful discussion with IPOB, mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be present. You discuss with mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not with another person. You don't discuss with anybody. The only person you have to discuss with is mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you don't discuss with mazi Nnamdi Kanu in captivity. You don't discuss with him in captivity. You have to discuss with him when he's free, so that he can be able to air his opinion and speak freely. But when you see them, even while they are preaching their political solution, they are not genuine about it. I am not just saying it. Somebody said it in their national television yesterday. I played the video. Yesterday that the government is not genuine. The politicians are not genuine about the political solution they're talking about. They are not genuine about it. And remember what mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, if you serve the caliphate, you're going to come back home in shame. Serve the caliphate, you come back in shame. You see, that is why most of us, we call mazi Nnamdi Kanu a prophet. Because everything he says plays out before your own very eye. There are so many things he have been saying that we see, but we don't recognize it. Not until when he says it. When he says it, you begin to pay attention and monitor. And you see those things he's saying happening. Today, you see Rocha Sokorocha. You saw Rocha Sokorocha where he was lying down in his room praying. He remembered God. All of a sudden, he remembered that it's only God that can save him. He began to pray God to come and fight for him. When he had the opportunity to put up a fight, he refused to put up a fight. When he had an opportunity to put up a fight, he refused to put up a fight of freedom. He was instead fighting against those who were fighting for their freedom. He was speaking against those who were speaking for their freedom. Today, his freedom is being taken away from him. You saw his last minute. The last video we saw him was where he was lying down and he was praying. He was praying, seriously praying. You want to pray when the head is off. That is the same fate that will befall all of them. When we told them that the Igbo presidency is dead on arrival, some of them think it's a joke. Some of them think we are making noise. They never believed us. They thought that by betraying mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Igbo presidency will be given to them. But today, it is becoming much more clearer than it is yesterday. It is becoming much more clearer. When we come online, I will told you, I will tell you, Igbo presidency is dead on arrival. It cannot stand. It doesn't matter how you try to preach it. It doesn't matter how you try to bring it. It doesn't matter how you try to blend it. That is a dead case already. The caliphates and their cohort will not allow anybody from Biafra land of Igbo's extraction to be a president. They will not. They say it to your face that they don't trust you. And all of a sudden, you think they are just making it up. That is one thing with the caliphate. One thing with them is that they are going to tell you what they're going to do. They tell it to your face and they do it. Go and check. So many things I've been doing. They say it to your face and they pursue it and do it. And they don't relent. That is the difference between those people and us. Even their politicians, whatever they will do, they will tell it to your face and they will do it. They will pursue it to the last. You see them, when they want to support Boko Haram, they support Boko Haram openly. They don't go underground. They don't tell you, oh, we are doing something underground. No. You will see them coming out openly to support their terrorists. They don't hide about it. But those of us in southern part of Nigeria, mainly the Biafran people, those of us in the southern part of Nigeria, we will see something that is genuine, that we are fighting a genuine cause. It is clear we are fighting a genuine cause, but it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult for people who are fighting a genuine cause to come out openly and defend what they are fighting for, out of greed, out of fear, the fear of the unknown, because you want to protect something that you own already that nobody can take away from you. You sold yourself to the enemy. Today, with all the slavery Okocha have done, Okorocha, whatever they call him, have done to the caliphate, with all the sellout of Okorocha, even when the whole Biafra land rejected this late Muhammad Buhari, Okorocha was standing with him. Okorocha was standing with him, preaching and moving on, causing all kind of mayhem, inviting the Fulanis. He speaks Hausa more than any other person that speaks Hausa. He speaks Hausa, he dined with them, he eat with them, he praised them in all his... But today, you saw him. It was only when they have remembered him to capture him, he remembered Jesus. He was praying and calling on Jesus. He was lying down and crying, praying for freedom. A freedom that he had the opportunity. He had the opportunity to take the freedom by himself. He had the opportunity. Chukwu Okeke gave him an opportunity, gave him a platform where he can be able to get his freedom. A freedom where he can be able to get a freedom, then be able to compete without being pushed down. But he threw away that opportunity. All of a sudden, after throwing away that opportunity today, when they have come for him, you saw him lying down and he's praying. He's praying. What happened in the home of Okorocha cannot happen in the home of any northern politician. Never. What happened in the home of Okorocha in Abuja cannot happen to any other northern politician. Even when they are the most corrupt. The most corrupt politicians you can think of in that country of Nigeria are from the north. Go and check the list of the looters. The people who are looting dry are the people from the north. And their own looting is so deadly in a way that because of their system is working for them. Because in their own system, the system they are running is that Allah abaku kubamu. Allah abaku kubamu. It means that let God give them and let them give their poor. That is what the prayer of their poor. Their poor is praying for them all the time, that God should bless them so that they can be able to reach to them. We are not doing the same prayer. The prayer we are praying in the south is that a father is praying that their children will be greater than them. Everybody is praying directly for God to bless everybody to rise to every height they want to rise. But that is not the prayer you hear in the north. The north, they are praying for those who are on top to remain on top and continue to feed them. That is why with the kind of looting that is happening there, they don't care. We have the greatest looters from the northern part of Nigeria, and yet that is where we have the poorest region. The most backward, the most poorest region is there. Are you surprised? In that same area, you have the richest man in Africa. Yet, in the same region, you have the poorest of the poor. The poorest of the poor, that is where you have it. That should ring a bell in your ear. With all the looting of Abacha, all the looting of late Muhammad Buhari, all the looting of the Abakiare family, all the looting of every single one of them looters. Today, who is talking about it? Who is talking about it? The people don't care. None of them is being held accountable. None of them is serving a jail. Even some of them who we have seen openly, they never denied it. They are looting, and the activities of looting is open. They don't even hide it anymore. They don't have it anymore. Even when you saw Governor of Kano State, Ganduje, today, that is gallivanting everywhere. Ganduje was saying where he was taking bribe openly in dollars, putting into his babarica. And yet, the late Muhammad Buhari raised up his hand as a governor. And he went like that. Today, tomorrow, don't be surprised, he'll be to contest as the president. And he'll be voted in. Are you telling me that Okorocha is the most criminal politician you have? It is not the most criminal politician. But what he's facing is the law of karma. The law of karma have caught up with him because you cannot kill your own people, subdue your own people. They rose you up. They took you up. You begin to feel that you have arrived. They raise you above every other person and you feel you are comfortable because only you have been raised up. Now your people complain. You no longer care about what your people are talking about. You don't care about the complaints of the people because you have feel you attained height. And today, you see the repercussion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, serve the caliphate and you come back either dead or you come back with shame. Today you can see him. You saw him lying down helplessly crying with all the money he has, all the contact he has, all the phone number he has to late Muhammad Buhari, all the direct contact he has to late Muhammad Buhari. His house was invaded for good 8 hours. They broke down, they bombed down the house. They did not even break down. When you see the way they passed through the ceiling, they broke the door, passed through the ceiling and arrived into his bedroom when he refused to come out. And they bundled him out. Most of you have seen the video. It was like a war front. What offense have he committed? A senator who is in Nigeria, he's not even hiding. He is going around to campaign as a presidential candidate. A presidential candidate that all of them know. If it were to be in the same country, why not give him an invitation to come? But of course, they're not going to give him an invitation because he is an Igbo person. But he forgot that he's Igbo. All this while, Okorocha was thinking that he's an Hausa man. That is how funny he speaks. That is how what he faced. That is what we face. So many people from the southern part of Nigeria. The same fate that befall Okorocha, it will befall every one of them. So many of them that you see preaching one Nigeria today. You see today, one Nigeria is happening to Okorocha. One Nigeria is happening to Okorocha. It will still happen to every single one of them that is preaching one Nigeria. Very, very soon. It's going to happen to every one of them. It is going to happen to every one of them very soon. You saw him helpless, crying with all the contact he has. Nobody came to his rescue. Nobody came to his rescue. And they bundled him away. Tell me, if Okorocha, when he has the opportunity as a state governor, and he was doing the right thing, he was pursuing the cause of his own people, defending his people as Biafran people, you think that this, what happened today, will happen? If Okorocha have used that 8 years to propagate the freedom of his own people, by now, we will not be at the same level. Things will be different. And of course, he will not be indicted the way he's been indicted today, because you cannot be propagating Biafra and you'll be stealing. You cannot be propagating Biafra and you'll be stealing, because once you are propagating Biafra, your hand have to be clean, because Biafran people will not be silent when they see you stealing. They will call you out. They will call you out. And you'll be mindful of what you are doing. But because he chose to be stealing, knowing fully well that if he steal and kill his people, that the caliphate will allow him to steal, then he felt it was okay. After stealing, he thought they have forgotten about him. He thought that now he's now a northerner. He speaks Hausa more than an Hausa person. He has the establishment everywhere in the north. He builds schools in the north and do all manner of things. Today, what is his fate? These people who call themselves politicians are the dumbest people we have in Biafra land. Very dumb. They never learned their lesson. Goodluck Jonathan was a president and built Almajiri schools more than any other northern president have built. And yet, they stoned him in the north. They burnt his campaign vehicle and they made sure that he never come back. Simply because he's from the southern part of Nigeria. Simply because he's from Biafra land. Biafra people, mainly the Igbo Biafrans, suffered a lot because of Goodluck Jonathan. Every single thing Goodluck Jonathan did, they were calling upon the Igbo Biafran. Some of them, even up to today, when you go to their interview, they say it was only the Igbo Biafran that he put in power. It was only the Igbo Biafran that enjoyed Goodluck Jonathan. But go and check critically and see, what did the Igbo Biafrans enjoy? Nothing. The only thing the Igbo Biafrans enjoyed during Goodluck Jonathan was condemnation, attack from all angles. But we don't feel any regret. We don't care. As long as we know we are doing the right thing, that is whom we are. As long as we are doing the right thing, condemn us, call us name, do anything, it doesn't mean anything. We will continue to stand with the truth and nothing but the truth. As long as you are truthful, following the right path, as long as you are qualified and capable, we will support you. That is what we do. That is the way we roll. You cannot change the Biafran people. The Biafran people know the right thing to do. The Biafran people, they know the right step to follow, they know the right route to go. They know. They are wise. That is why sometimes when I see the drama happening today, this is not the time to begin to beg Biafrans and tell, do this, do. Every one of us have seen, everything has become much, much clearer than it is before. That is why I strongly believe that Chukwu Okike Abiama is in charge of the autopilot. When we talk about autopilot, I am seeing Chukwu Okike Abiama. What I see is Chukwu Okike Abiama. I call Chukwu Okike Abiama the autopilot because so many things that are happening, we are not in control of it. Things that are happening today are things that you cannot control. You cannot control. Things that are happening, you cannot control what is happening today. You can't control it. Everything that's happening is what our Nnamdi Kanu can have seen in the past and warned about it. Our brother Simon Ekpa spoke about so many of things. And today you see everything playing out one after the other. Sometimes when those things begin to happen, they will say that you are the one that orchestrated it. They begin to accuse about it. But these are revelations that are coming on their own. On things that have happened when they have not happened. When they begin to happen, now they begin to accuse the person that you are the one that orchestrated it. When we talk about the insecurity in Biafra land, the people that can stop the insecurity in Biafra land, if they want to stop it today, are the politicians. The politicians, they can stop the insecurity in Biafra land today if they want to stop it. If they don't know how to stop it, they should ask questions. But I know they know. They know what to do. They know what to do. In that video I played yesterday, you saw a security man advising them to talk to IPOB, that they should come together with IPOB, put their hand together and be able to close down to all these killings and all these troubles that are happening. All these people they call unknown gunmen and hoodlums. That if the government is genuine, they will sit down with IPOB ESN, sit down with them, genuine meeting. Meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a genuine meeting, and speak with him. Then everything will come to an end. Because the government is not genuine. They are the sponsors and the owners of the unknown government. You saw the videos of people they are called unknown government, they call them hoodlums. Those people you saw on those videos, do they look like hoodlums? The people you see paraded broad daylight in Anambra State, the Anambra that is hot today. The people that are beheading people, do they look like ordinary ragtag hoodlums? These are well-sponsored political talks. Well-sponsored political talks. See the kind of cars they use. See their appearance. Some of them are even on military uniform. I shared some of the videos. And you begin to look for whom to demonize and whom to call. ESN are busy in the bushes doing what they are supposed to do. While people are holding down, stopping them and trying to hinder them, we are doing what we are supposed to do. So how long are we going to continue to begin to look to the wrong direction? How long? How long shall we continue to mind unnecessary things? How long? Every single one of us have to wake up and speak up. We have to open up our eyes to reality. We have to open up our eyes and face reality. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. If these people want to stop the insecurity, they should forget about the blackmail. Stop the blackmail. They are black. Stop the useless blackmail and face reality. The politicians should face reality. If they really want to stop the insecurity in Biafra land, they should face reality. The government should face reality. Stop sending the DSS to commit mayhem in Biafra land and you turn around and begin to accuse innocent Biafrans. Sometimes they will tell you that people are speaking evil. Who told you that there are people military men, members of DSS from North, majority of them, even their military, they can speak Igbo more than you. Don't forget that the police and the army are people who are traveling from one camp to the other. Some of them have served in so many places. Some of them have served in so many barracks in the Biafra land. Some of them have spent years in Biafra land. Some speak Biafra, they speak the language more than you. And they can use anybody they want to use. And even the ones that are aggrieved, I can believe that there are some people who are aggrieved. There are some group that are aggrieved. They are aggrieved about the situation. What causes their grief? Their grief is caused by the federal government of Nigeria, who have destroyed their property. Some of them destroyed their family. Some of them, their livelihood have been destroyed, burned down their home, burned down their business, and killed their families. After you must have done this for against somebody, taking the means of livelihood of somebody, then you will come and you begin to parade on that place, and you expect the person to fold his hand and begin to watch you. These are another group of monsters that the caliphate have created. So, if these very politicians want to stop the insecurity in Biafra land, what they have to do, first of all, pull out the terrorists that they have sent to the Biafra land. It is them that invited the terrorists. The politicians in Biafra land invited terrorists in uniform to come and destabilize Biafra land. And they have taken a lot of innocent life. They have wasted a lot of blood. They have rendered some people useless. And so many people are aggrieved. And some of them have picked up arms on their own. These are not members of IPOB. These are not members of ESN. These are people fighting for their life, defending themselves. So, if you are genuine with a talk, you go and talk to them. Find out all those houses that we have been seeing online, all those houses where we see that have been burnt. We have seen businesses that have been destroyed. We saw so many times where houses have been burnt, families killed. The governor should visit all those places. All those politicians should go and begin to visit. Begin to visit every family that have lost somebody in the hand of the military. Begin to visit them and pay compensation. Begin to speak to them. Begin to speak to every family that have their home have been destroyed, their business have been destroyed. Begin to speak to them. That is how to go for a genuine discussion. That is why I tell you, if they want to stop the insecurity in Biafra land, it is the politicians that say that I will stop it, because they created it. The federal government of Nigeria and their politicians created the insecurity in Biafra land. So don't waste your time looking on IPOB, those one Nigerians who are busy looking for whom to blame. Even when people who are genuinely working, people who are their security officers, have come to confess and say that IPOB is not responsible, yet they are not satisfied. They are not satisfied. They are not. They are not satisfied. Some of them will be giving you excuse of language that the people speak Igbo. And so what? As I'm talking to you here, I can speak Hausa very well. I speak Hausa very well. I understand the Hausa language. There are so many other people who are not Igbos who speak Igbo. There are Igbos that speak Yoruba more than a Yoruba person. Some of the allies you see, some of them who claim allies, some of them are Igbos from other tribes. Some are from Delta State. Some are Idos. So you don't judge people by language. You don't determine who does something by the language they speak. People can pick up any language and pick up any name and do what they want to do. But if you are sincere, if the government is genuine and sincere, wants to stop the insecurity in Biafra, and they know what to do. You begin to talk to people whom you have, the group you have created. First of all, remove the military from Biafra land. Dissolve your political or non-government, your political rivalries. Dissolve it. And some people, sometimes you see their media peddling lies and say it is since the agitation, it's because of the sit at home and agitation. It is not because of sit at home and agitation that you are seeing what you are seeing. There has been political killing from inception of Nigeria. It didn't start today. Every time that is going to be a politics, every time that we are drawing close to a politicking time, every time politics is drawing close, you will see killing. You will see ritual killing. You will see murder. You see rivalries. You will see political killings everywhere. It didn't start today. It started even before mazi Nnamdi Kanu came on board with agitation.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, Okay, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot go everywhere. We must continue.